The picture in Sub-Saharan Africa is fairly mixed. The past few years have been very difficult for the oil exporting countries in particular, the likes of Angola and Nigeria, following the decline in commodity prices in 2014-15. But these countries are now staging a muted recovery. The other more diversified economies in the region, the likes of Senegal, Rwanda, continue to sustain rapid growth of 7% or more. For Sub-Saharan Africa as a whole, we now expect growth to pick up from 2.7% in 2017 to 3.1% in 2018 and accelerate further after that. There are a number of areas that need careful monitoring. One of the most pressing external risks comes from the tighter than expected global financing conditions as the United States normalizes monetary policy. We're already seeing rising borrowing costs and pressures on currencies in some countries in the region. If these pressures are sustained, access to external financing could prove difficult. On top of that, the escalating trade tensions globally could threaten growth in the region. This period of uncertainty, therefore, requires careful calibration of policies. Policies need to focus on reducing vulnerabilities and strengthening policy framework. One of the challenges we are concerned about at the moment is the elevated debt and debt service levels. For commodity exporters, debt increased in the wake of the decline in commodity prices. Now, since then, there has been significant fiscal adjustment, of course, but this has been mainly on the expenditure side and more needs to be done on the revenue side. Policies to promote diversification is also required in these countries. Elsewhere, debt has increased despite rapid growth. Many of these countries funded development and infrastructure through borrowing, and they now need to give more attention to financing deficits through mobilizing tax revenues to be able to service their debts. There is tremendous growth potential in Sub-Saharan Africa. The region is on the brink of a significant demographic transition with an average of 20 million new entrants to the labor markets each year until 2030 or so. To create these jobs for the future, reforms are needed today. This includes policies to invest in education, infrastructure, as well as boost trade integration and foster greater private investment.